Here's Backyard Boys here, reviewing the Fuente Opus X Lost City.
Very good. It's interesting because whenever I watch these things normally online, I watch guys kind of sit there and say a bunch of stuff about cigars, and I genuinely disagree with half of what they're saying.
Yeah, most of it.
But what I would say is as far as Arturo Fuente goes, Michael, this is Michael.
How you doing?
I'm Rick. We started with the Arturo Fuente short story, which honestly was a great starter cigar for us, but I feel like, the more that we started to smoke some other stuff, we started to notice the bite that comes along with the short story.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not as smooth, and we've kind of moved around, tried a lot of different stuff, and that led us to Lost City. Michael, how'd you hear about Lost City?
So I heard about Lost City from the infamous Rush Limbaugh, who said it was one of the finest cigars in the world, but we never thought we'd get a hold of them where we live in Tallahassee. So we got this great cigar shop in Tallahassee, Jerry Cigars, and they happen to get a batch of them, and they have the actual other Opus X too. But they had the Lost City. We took the leap, and right from the start, you can tell this is a totally different level of cigar.
Yeah, it's smooth. I mean, and when you hear people say smooth, what they're saying, I'm not sure what they mean, but I can tell you what I mean. When I smoke it, there's no aftertaste or bite that hits my mouth after I puff on it. I mean, it really just has this non-abrasive smoke to it, and it's just really clean. It tastes great. I don't have a bad aftertaste or any of those things that you get with some of those cheaper end cigars that you probably taste more of when you're just starting out and just kind of playing around with stuff. I get it. Like I get why you pay more for this.
I've also noticed that it burns really cool, so we're trying to take our time with them, but the ash is really good. As soon as we lit it, I felt, I don't know how you felt, but I felt like it was really smooth from the very beginning. We went ahead and did a V-cut with them. That might not be everyone's preference, but to me it's been pulling really solid. We lit them pretty easily, and they're running out pretty smooth. It's a heck of a cigar.
Yeah, so definitely recommend it. If you've never tried any of the Arturo Fuente line, maybe try some other stuff before you get here so that you have something fun to end with, because this is pretty much better than any of the other Arturo Fuente stuff I've had thus far.
Yeah, and this one is the Lost City from the movie with Andy Garcia, who I think it was a crop that they made for the movie and then saved the tobacco for it, so it's a very rare cigar. Claimed as one of the most famous cigars in the world, and we can see why. I mean, I feel like after we finish this, your mouth won't be burned like you are with a bunch of the cheap cigars, or even some of the high-end cigars. I feel like it burns my mouth. These feel very smooth, and it's a heck of a smoke.
Yeah, so definitely recommend it. I'd say on a scale of 5, this one for me is right up there in the 5 category. There aren't a lot that I would put up there, but this one for me goes up that high.
And a little non-traditional. Every once in a while I'll inhale a cigar a little bit. For this one, it's perfect. I mean, I can inhale this if I need to easily, and it doesn't burn me at all, and that's what's really important. But the aftertaste is almost not there, which is what I like.
Yep. Yeah, this is not one of those quintessential cigars that you smoke and then the next day you feel like something bad happened in your mouth. So if that's what you're looking for, try it.
There you go, the Backyard Boys signing out.